welcome back to another episode of Hope for Your Life, where we believe there's hope no matter what is going on in your life. Sometimes things just seem so hopeless, but there's always hope. Remember that. I want to talk to you today about diet. But not the regular kind of diet, or diet in the sense that we normally talk about it. We know that your diet for your body has an impact on your overall health. So you if you're eating things that are unhealthy for you, a lot of fatty foods, a lot of saturated fat, sugars, grease, fried foods, fast foods, that's going to have an impact on your health, right? And a lot of the big killers like heart disease and cancer and high blood pressure are highly preventable diseases. And a big part of that is regulating your diet, what you put in your body, right? And so we hear about that all the time. But what about mental food? What about your mental diet? Has it ever occurred to you that the information and the ideas and the thoughts that you feed your mind impacts your mental health in the same way that food impacts your body, right? So just like unhealthy foods are injurious to your organs, vital organs in your body, the wrong information or enough negative information and thoughts and ideas and emotions will ruin your emotional health, your mental health. So we want to talk about that today. And I want to just share there's three things to think about, or three ways to have a healthier diet, mental diet. Okay? Number one, try to avoid or reduce empty calories. What are empty calories? Those are calories that have no nutritional value whatsoever. There are things that you eat and they add to your weight. They go into your digestive system and break down in your blood, but they offer no nutritional value whatsoever. You're just gaining more calories, right? Well, there are things that we take into our minds that have no value. They add no value to our lives. Now, I've been guilty of this as well. You sit down with your phone, you've got a break, and you just start going through your phone and looking at other people's lives and just kind of trivial stuff on social media, petty topics, people talking about things that really just don't have anything to do with your life and adding any benefit or value to your life. Doesn't tell you how you can be a better father or mother, or how you can be improve in any other area of your life. Just trivial things that people talk about, or topics that people go spin around on that don't add anything of value to you. Those are empty calories. And I want to suggest to you today that we avoid, or that we limit or reduce that kind of empty activity, whether it's social media or just even talking to people about things that don't really matter. Limit or reduce that kind of consumption in your mind. All right, so that's number one. Let's avoid or reduce empty calories. Here's number two, which probably goes without saying. We want to avoid or limit toxic information. Consuming too much toxic information. Now, can we eliminate all that altogether? Probably not. Don't think that's realistic. Just like real food, you can't go through life without ever eating a slice of birthday cake or drinking a cup of juice with sugar in it. It's unavoidable. And the same is true of our mental consumption. You have to be up to date. You have to listen to news. You have to be abreast of what's going on in your community, your world, your neighborhood. And there are bad things that are reported in the news. So we're always going to have exposure sometimes to toxic things. But I think we should ask ourselves, do we have to consume that as a steady part of our mental diet? Do you have to wake up in the morning and go to bed with news about horrific wars and murders and political upheaval and all of these kinds of things? No, we can limit that. We can regulate that. We can govern that. And so I want to just encourage you, think about how much toxicity are you consuming with negative news and ideas and thoughts. Maybe even your entertainment. You need to take a look at that maybe and just consider what am I consuming? What are the things that I'm listening to and watching? We know that words are very powerful, and especially when you put those words to music, that has an incredible influence on our way of thinking and especially on our emotions. So sometimes it's good to just think about the kind of lyrics you're taking in your music. Is it something that's helping to enhance your way of thinking or to tear you down? Like how much sexuality, lewd sexuality, or explicit lyrics or violent depictions, whether through movies or music, do you need to really take in, right? So maybe some of that we may need to trim down or cut back so that we're not taking in so much negative or toxic information. Let me add one more thought to that point. Sometimes even our own thoughts are toxic. The way we think about ourselves, we may think a lot about the things that we don't like about ourselves or the things we're not proud of or things that we feel make our lives miserable or the failures or weaknesses that we have. And I want to encourage you that that's toxic thinking as well. So we want to avoid that, limit that kind of exposure and consumption as part of our mental diet. And last but not least, obviously, we want to take in more healthy food for our mind. Healthy food for our mind. So instead of dwelling on thoughts about what I can't do, what I failed to do, what I wish I could have done or haven't done in my life, how about thinking about the things that I have done? Thinking about the things that I can do, thinking about the joys that I've experienced and the blessings that have been added to my life. Think about the people in my life that bring me joy. Think about those positive things. That's healthy food for our mind. If you're going to look on your phone for a little bit, how about searching for a podcast or video that is educating you on how to improve some aspect of your life? How to get better at something or do something in a way that's more efficient or more effective. Something that's adding to your life. Maybe an audio book. Spend time as you're driving. Instead of listening to things that are negative, maybe an audio book that is enhancing your view of life and of the world. That's uplifting your view of the world. So feed your mind with things that are healthier, and then that will affect your mental health in a positive way. So remember, again, let's think about our mental diet just as much as we think about our physical diet, because what we feed our minds will affect our mental health. We'll be back with another nugget for you in our next episode. We want you to make sure that if you're not subscribe to our Hope for Your Life channel and click on that bell in the corner so that you can get an alert for the next time that we have an episode. Also, you can leave a suggested topic on our website, hopeforyourlife.com, and we will definitely look at your suggestion. Bye for now.